Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Everyday History Podcast. I'm Dustin Lloyd, and with me as always is Tristan Blunt Grind Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Ask
your
me how I
first
earned
clue.
that name.
Oh God, how'd you earn that name?
What's the name again?
Blunt Grind?
Blunt Grind. Well, it's quite simple, actually. And I could tell you, it's a very handsome question. I'm glad you asked. Uh,
I could sum it up really quick.
yeah, please.
I just made it up.
Okay.
We are going to drop into the half pipe of history to explore, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The history of BMX.
Bicycles?
Yeah,
Shit.
bicycle motocross is actually what it stands for.
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
okay.
Have you ever been into bike riding or BMXing at all? There's
Ah,
multiple types of BMXing.
when I was younger, and wasn't overweight, out of shape, smoking for 15 years. Uh, I loved riding bikes, and actually, yeah, I always preferred the BMX style over the like mountain bike style. Because for one,
Okay.
I didn't live on a fucking mountain. Yeah, I was living in
Right.
town.
It's kind of hard to mountain bike in town.
You can't give your boys a lift because those BMXs, some of them have pegs on the back where your boys can stand if they're broke pieces of shit like me and
Yeah, and when
didn't
shit's
have their
going
own
down.
bikes. Oh yeah. Hop on.
See, I've never actually done any biking at all. I'm fat and I was fat as a child. So I've never actually learned how to ride a bike, believe it or not. There's the embarrassing fact of me for the day.
Oh shit. Hey
I
everybody.
can drive.
Clown this guy. I mean, please no.
Yeah, clown me for it. I can drive a car, a tractor, ATVs, skid loaders, but not a bike.
Well, all that stuff is fucking stupid.
So, yeah, like I said, bicycle or BMX stands for bicycle motocross. You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
I did not as well. And so when I first searched for this, researched this topic, I was like, hold on a minute. Did motocross come first then? And the answer is yes, it came first and it came hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
But we're gonna
poor
back up
wanting holes. What?
we're gonna back up a little bit here. When you're for one what?
Yeah. Anyway, we're moving on, right?
Oh yeah, history. So we're gonna look at the history of the main piece of BMX equipment, which is of course the bicycle.
Nice.
There's been unverified claims to the invention of the bicycle, but the first verified claim, and you're probably not gonna believe this at first, was by our boy Homer.
Nuh-uh.
No, not really.
Damn it.
The first was in 1817 by a baron named Karl von Dross Sarenboom.
Oh, what a name.
Sarenbraun, I pronounced that wrong. Sarenbraun,
Very
a civil
strong.
servant. He was a civil servant to the. Well, that's not important. I'm not even gonna try. He called his
Sub-society.
he called his invention the Lauf machine,
The Lauf machine.
which is German for running machine.
Ah.
And I'm going to include a picture
Wait.
of it. Yes.
No, I'm just trying to think. A running machine?
Oh yes, the running machine. And I'm going to include a picture on our socials of what this thing looked like. But I'm
Okay.
actually going to send it to you.
Right, I gotta see this.
Yes, you do because it's pretty fucking funny. I meant to have
Nah,
this queued up,
leave
but
it
I'm an
in.
idiot. Leave it in. Be a brave man.
I just saw the picture you sent me.
Oh, okay.
For anyone listening, he sent me a meme that says, "Don't kick me while I'm down. I'll just suck them toes."
And that wasn't directed at you unless
Unless you're
Oh,
plotting on my
God.
downfall.
I would send that meme to my fiance, but she would gag because she hates feet.
Oh, understandable.
So I'm probably going to send it to her anyway. But here's what the first, the loft machine looked like.
Laugh machine. Whoa. Okay. Well,
Look
now
at
the
the
name.
illustration of the dude, though.
He looks so serious, dude.
Now look at that picture. While I tell you what the nickname for the bike was. The name of the nickname for that bike was the Dandy Horse.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, he does look dandy. He is strutting folks.
Oh, you've got to go to our Facebook and see this picture.
Oh shit, you will
Facebook.com/everyday history podcast.
every day.
It's so funny. So now that we had a little laugh out of that, I feel like I should mention that Baron von Drassenbrunn, Braun, why can't I say that last name? Anyway, he took an interest into inventing the bicycle because of a crop failure that led to the starvation and death of many horses in 1816,
Oh my god.
which is referred to as the year without a summer. And I won't get into it, but basically there was a massive volcanic eruption the year before that led to a volcanic winter which dimmed the sun in many parts of the world. So the bicycle's a
Oh,
very morbid invention.
Jesus.
And I don't mean to laugh at the death of thousands of horses. It's just like when you go from the dandy horse, it's this fancy little car, fancy little motor thingy you can bicycle on,
It's
to,
dandy.
oh yeah, it was invented because horses died. They starved to death.
Right, that's dark. What the fuck? No,
It got
no.
so dark so quick because I literally, while researching this, went from laughing at the dandy horse thing to suddenly, oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
fast forward a little bit though, and get to maybe some happier times. We'll see. I can't remember. We're gonna
Yeah,
fast forward
please.
to 1867. Ernest Michaud from Paris,
Belly.
slapped a steam engine on a bicycle, which at that time was called a velocipede, which sounds like the most badass centipede dinosaur ever.
No, it sounds like the shit of fucking nightmares, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess it does.
I hate
But
night. I fucking hate bugs. Yuck.
unfortunately, it was not a badass dinosaur, a badass bug. It was a very clunky looking proto motorcycle.
Does it
And
still
from
have the straddle design that the fucking dandy horse has? Because now you're
the
just like
dandy horse.
dragging your poor feet are gonna be grounded to nothing.
No, it was hard to describe, I guess.
It's probably slow
It
too.
was, I mean, it was closer to the look of convenience that our modern bikes would have, but it's still primitive. So primitive. Yeah. I would send you a picture of that, but I can't find a good one that is as funny as that. I can't top that.
Right, you can't beat that picture.
No, but basically it had like a, just describing the picture here, it's got two big wheels and it's got like some sort of contraption underneath where the motor on a motorcycle would be. It's just smaller and more cylindrical.
Okay.
So it helped power, the wheels a little bit, but I'm sure it couldn't get that fast. It couldn't possibly.
No way.
But from this very clunky design, we got other designs, and until about 1894, the internal combustion engine had been perfected, and they started to implement that, and
That's a
that's where the
wonderful
motorcycle came
invention
from.
there.
Yeah, and from this, of course, like we mentioned in the racing episode, we like speed and performance and stuff, and like to try to out better each other as
Yeah, we
humans.
do.
Yeah, so motorcycle trials became a thing, which was a sport based on balance, control, precision over, instead of speed. They typically, they didn't really have courses, so it was more like natural terrain, which is basically a natural obstacle courses.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
That's cool.
yeah, I mean, it was more of a natural style of not racing because they were more just showing off, I guess.
Right. They're like, look at what this shit can do, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
climb
so
this whole fucking mountain.
it was like primitive motocross, basically in an open environment.
Going at a fucking mind blowing 20 kilometers per hour.
Kilometers. We measure speed in freedom units.
Right. How fast were they going in cheeseburgers?
So the first major event was the Scottish 6-day trial. Wow, I wrote trial, where heavy, rugged motorcycles modified for off-road balance and handling would kind of test each other's skill and endurance. And
So,
I, being the idiot I am, forgot to write down what year this happened.
well, it's safe to assume between 1800 and 2000.
Well, it was pre 1920s. I could say that it was 1909.
1909.
Yeah, and it I didn't know this because I didn't. Well, we're trying something different today, and we'll go over that at the end of the episode. I don't want to bog us down with that right now. But the event happened first in 1909, and it basically 100 miles of competition, for
Wow.
lack of a
Like
better
they had to
word.
drive over 100 miles. Like
They rode
this whole.
they Yeah, 30 sections each day for 6 consecutive days, which is pretty wild.
Damn.
Yeah, on motorcycles. It was considered the ultimate test of endurance.
I
And
bet
no
those poor
doubt,
guys' taint. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the taint rashes that must have came out of that.
Mm.
I'm getting mud butt just thinking about it.
You fucking hit a
Oh,
rock hard enough and you get one of those bumps like in a cartoon when a person gets hit on the head with a hammer or something. Just,
drunk heavens.
oh my gooch.
That should be a t-shirt.
Right. Ouch, my
We don't
gooch
have t-shirts
hurts.
yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet, but we will one day, hopefully.
Spoilers.
So these trials eventually led to what was called scrambles, when riders and fans wanted faster competition in terms of speed, not necessarily how long they lasted. And
Yeah.
that's where the scrambles evolved. Faster head-to-head races on the natural terrain again, with jumps, pits, and even hill climbs.
Damn. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
And in 1924, the first organized scramble took place in Camberley, England.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. But they started implementing faster, lighter motorcycles, and we're not going to shit on England. I don't know why. I just kind of agreed with you there.
But you did.
I like their fish and chips.
Oh,
Other
please.
other than that, what else have they given us?
Yeah. I don't even like tea.
But motocross grew in popularity in Britain, Belgium, France, and Sweden. I'm not going to keep doing
Sweden.
accents. I'm sorry. But that's when brands started coming up, and some of these brands we still have. BSA, Matchless, Husqvarna, and CV began specializing race bikes. Husqvarna actually makes like lawn equipment stuff too now.
Oh, shit.
You've probably seen their lawnmower ads, which I have.
Ah, maybe.
I know I have, because I always thought that was a fun name, Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Yeah, I'm not what you would call a man's man. Uh, so I don't do things like know what lawnmowers look like or know engines or anyway. Um,
You've at least mowed a yard and like stood with your hands on your hips, looking at a fine job afterwards, right?
yeah, I have done that
Yeah,
actually. I
yeah.
do that every Wednesday.
You're a man's man.
Close enough.
Close enough. That's like the minimum, I think. You've got to at least be able to mow a yard and just stand back and look at it like, wow, that's a damn fine yard.
Right, and one day when I'm older, I will evolve into the jean shorts that I've cut from regular pair of jeans, tastefully above the knees, I might add, and
Yeah?
I will rock my finest pair of New Balances with the fucking knee-high tube socks. And I'm not
With
talking about black, I'm talking about white with the fucking yellow and blue band on the top.
and
Tube socks.
don't forget the grass stains.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Sunglasses that make my face look fat.
Just tightly squeezed on there.
Right, you're like, sir, it's cutting off circulation to the top of your head. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Look at this lawn.
So there, the evolution process. I know we're jumping back. We get distracted so easily. But
Oh, you all love it.
I hope so. So we're gonna not really skip, because that's basically between the 1920s and 60s. That was the birth of motocross. It was a small thing overseas. We didn't really have it here in America. That is until the 1960s, when a man named Edison Dye came around. And you know what that means? I just named a name, so
Personal lore time.
absolutely personal lore.
It's personal lore time.
So Edison Dye, born in 1918 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, but raised in Southern Cali.
Oh,
Not much known on his childhood other than the fact that he developed an interest in motorcycles and mechanical shit early on in his life. He did serve in WW2
oh,
and was stationed in Europe. And so if World War II has brought us anything. It's motocross because that's where he saw motocross for the first time,
Oh
and
yeah.
he was hooked like a crackhead on crack.
Oh,
Yeah, he was super into it. He loved it. There was nothing like that in America.
right.
So
He's like, "Wow, this is way too fun not to be an American thing."
yeah, this is way too cool not to be American. It's got motors. It's got jumping. So he after the war he came back to Cali and San Diego specifically, and he opened the first U.S. distributor for the Husqvarna motorcycles, actually.
Oh,
So he's the one who brought Husqvarna
that's
to America.
Cabernet.
Huska Duska. Oh, I bet they're going to sue us.
No,
I hope so. That'd be our claim to fame. Anyway,
you'll get nothing.
around
You
this
hear me?
time, he started bringing the top European motocross riders to come to America and demonstrate the sport, hoping to tap into an untapped market. And that's where Torsten Hallman, a four-time world champion from Sweden,
Sweden.
was was kind of the key in garnering interest in America. He was, a four-time world champion. He was really good, but America
Yeah.
hadn't entered yet. So I mean,
Right. Can't really say you're better than us because we just haven't shown you yet.
no, no.
And make
So
no mistake, boy, we are better than you.
I can't understand you.
Hinga I can't. No.
Now that we lost all of our Swedish
I'm
listeners,
sorry. I love you guys. I love a Swiss Army knife. Oh wait,
I
that's
loved
what you
your.
look. No, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Catch
showing
that.
myself even more. Just stop.
I was about
Anyway.
to say I love your lutefisk.
Oh no, that's gross.
I've never had lutefisk. Now that we've completely isolated ourselves from Sweden,
Right. Okay. So the entire Netherlands hates us. Sorry.
and I don't think that's right either.
Oh, God, I'm just in for a penny, in for a pound today. I am sorry.
Oh, we're leaving that in. Anyway, Edison Dye, back to him. This fucker organized and promoted motocross races across the states to show what it was all about. He was the
Like,
pioneer of pioneers when it came to this sport, anyway.
check
Um,
this shit out, man. It's pretty cool.
However, he died in 2007 at the age of 89, and this is crazy. He was still like racing and doing stunts in his 80s.
Oh shit.
He actually died after trying to land a 360 Superman backflip over a busy interstate.
Yeah, it always takes him out.
Well, that's not what took him out. He died of a heart attack after fucking a ramp tramp landing the stunt.
That's not funny.
That's not true either.
God damn it.
No, I couldn't find what he died of, but I just had to throw that in there. And I
That's it.
love the word ramp tramp.
Ram tramp.
And we'll get to some descriptions of BMX terms at the end of this list. I actually talked to a friend of mine who is uh, a BMX enthusiast, and he actually inspired the inspiration for this. So, Joel, if you're listening, thanks for giving us the idea.
Thank you, Joel.
Sorry for shitting all over the history of your beloved sport,
I'm not.
and sorry to Sweden. Sorry, Sweden.
Yeah, I am sorry to Sweden and
No,
Switzerland
you're not. And Switzerland,
I-
Swiss Army knife. Jesus Christ.
and the Netherlands. I'm sorry to the Dutch.
Let's just apologize to all of Europe real quick.
I do. Let
Europe,
me just
if you're
hang on.
listening, we're sorry.
And let me just. I got my papers here. I got my list. I can't read.
I'd like to apologize to Europe, Lithuania, Madagascar.
The Republic of Somalia.
Anyway, back to those fucking European people.
Yeah. Ugh.
So as their stars were touring the U.S. in the '60s, they gathered a plethora, fun word, of new fans. And dirt bike racing grew really quickly in popularity. The young people really admired guys like Torsten Hallman and Roger DeCoster, but the dirt bikes were really fucking expensive. So instead of getting dirt bikes motorized, they got bicycles and started doing this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So
The economic way.
yeah. So that's interesting. That I would have thought it was the other way around. I really did.
Right, like the BMX would come first, and then someone's like, "Oh man, this could be way faster and cooler. Let's put a motor on this."
Yeah, and they instead it was the other way around. Like, oh yeah, let's do it with a motor, and then it was like, oh man, I can't afford a motor. Let's just do it on a bike.
Yeah, you're like,
Side
"Goddamn,
oh
way to gatekeep."
side note. God damn it, I can't talk today. Torsten Hallman is still alive today.
Oh
That
shit!
Swedish superstar. He's 85 years old, and after he retired, he founded a company that sold motocross gear called Torsten Hallman Original Racewear, or Thor for short.
Thor. I think I have heard of that. Yeah,
I have, yeah.
I played like did you ever play like MX Unleashed or anything back in the day?
Oh yeah, I used to play a lot of different BMX and motocross games on
Yeah, me too.
PlayStation. And yeah, I remember the Thor because Thor was the equipment I always liked because it had the Viking helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, and Roger DeCoster is still alive today as well. He's 80 years old. And after
All
he
right.
retired, he went into the porn industry.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, during the golden age of porn, he won 17 Best Cockfluffer awards.
Good job.
And that's not true, but he became a pretty good team manager for Honda, Suzuki, and a few others.
These guys are gonna show up to our fucking house and kill us, dude.
I just wanted a way to say someone in this story won awards for fluffing cocks. I don't know. It just
Well,
sounded
he's as
so
good as
stupid.
80. He's
Oh yeah,
80.
I mean, if he wanted to be, I'm sure he could be good at it. It's probably not his wheelhouse, But
Yeah, maybe
hey,
not. Not
he's
on
doing good
record.
for himself as a team manager.
Right? Maybe my lash out comments come from a place of envy and jealousy, really. Not, I'm crying for help behind my rude, bigoted statements.
I could win at least one.
I could fluff.
So around 1969, nice.
Sweet.
Kids in Southern California began imitating motocross on bicycles,
Ah.
like we kind of foreshadowed. But they started using they customized Schwinn Stingrays, which were kind of the style at the time.
Are those like those
And
lowrider bike kind of?
yeah,
That's why
they've
I
got a
call them like
funky
the
design.
lowriders of bike. Yeah, yeah. They like dip.
Yeah, and they're very heavy too.
They are really heavy.
But they did do other bikes too. I just wanted to say Schwinn.
Schwinn.
But these bikes were, they were, like I said, they were heavy, but they were also easy to kind of customize to survive the beatings they put them through on those dirt lots.
Okay.
I guess that heavy frame was sturdy enough to kind of help with that, but they still modified them to work better, perform better.
It's
And
awesome.
in
Just stick a fucking
17,
baseball card in that motherfucker. Sounds like a motor
yeah,
to me.
just don't use a rookie card because you never know. In 1977, even though I wanted to say 1777, the ABA, or American Bicycle Association, was formed. It was the first governing body of BMX as a sport, and it merged with the USA BMX, or the American Bicycle Association. They merged together, and yeah, they did. I just wrote that really clunkily, so that's why I'm stumbling over it.
Don't mind him, folks.
Yeah, don't mind me. During the late 70s, probably around this time, BMX started splitting into two different styles, very distinct styles, right? We've got
Okay.
racing and we've got jumps and tricks.
Ah.
And the jumps and tricks is called freestyle. So that grew from the people that enjoy. There was specific riders that enjoyed doing those sick stunts off those sick ramps, and I'm sure it was totally gnarly.
Gnarly, tubular.
Um,
Excellent.
yeah, I'm totally not using any of those words right. Which that the interesting thing about that to me is that yes, BMX grew out of motocross, but when this freestyle BMX came around, motocross began to adopt that.
Like doing the tricks on the motorcycles and shit.
Yeah, like that was the freestyle was not really a thing in motocross until the freestyle BMX took off. And the motocross BMX began to be called FMX, or freestyle motocross.
Yeah, it sounds like those motorcycle guys were just jealous and couldn't let the BMX guys have a nice thing. Like, y'all get to
Super
go
jelly.
fast. And then you're like, well, it's not that impressive. I could do that too. And faster and more beautifully.
I can do those stunts faster, boy. They didn't have a BMX world champion until 1982, which I thought was pretty interesting. That sports had been around for a while, and they just didn't organize it to that degree until 1982.
Like, I guess we should take this serious now.
Yeah, I guess so, maybe.
The people want a champion.
Yeah. Sorry, Joel. Anyway, it was also during this era from the 70s through the 90s that major tech advancements began happening, and just overall in society and the world. But riders started moving away from the Stingrays, which were kind of, like we said, heavy, and they started moving towards more lightweight frames, and that helped out a lot with the freestyle and the racing as well. The racing side of it, you could have faster bikes that way.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
And
now it sounds like them BMX boys can't just accept the fact that the FMX boys are just undoubtedly better because, as I said, they're faster, more beautiful, sleeker, um, faster, louder,
sexier, girthier.
sexier, darker, veinier.
We're talking about bikes, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. What are you
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about?
Potatoes? I don't.
Spuds.
Donuts. Anyway, God, we are all. This is the ADHD episode.
Squirrel!
So, like I said, those advancements started happening. That's actually where, the whole bike from tires, brakes, even the shape were all specialized specifically for racing, jumping, and it would depend also on dirt and street, riding. Like
Yeah.
all these bikes began to be specific for the environments they were in, which is pretty cool. And I'm shocked it took that long to get there, but
Yeah, no doubt. Awesome. I wish I was still in shape enough to ride bikes.
so
I guess
did
it could
you?
be.
You could be. You could be. Did you
Yeah.
know? Did you know that the BMX is God? Did you know that BMX is in the Olympics?
No. I thought, like, I know about the X Games and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
always thought it was, like, in that. Like, that was, like, their Olympics, I guess. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Their
yeah.
Super Bowl.
That's fair.
But no, I did
Actually,
not.
racing BMX debuted in 2008 in Beijing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty cool. But
Yeah.
freestyle wouldn't appear until 2021
That is
in the
so
Tokyo
awesome.
Games. Yeah, so both styles of BMX are in the Olympics, which is crazy. And of course, we got the X Games, we got the Red Bull events. There's a lot
Yeah.
of major events for BMX.
Dude, those Red Bull guys, holy shit.
Oh yeah, Red Bull does give you wings for those guys.
Those shit.
They can fly.
It's like I chugged an entire 8-pack. Yum.
But that's kind of the history of BMX leading to modern day. Not going to go into detail on all the events nowadays or the major players. I'm sure
Yeah.
there are some. There's been some awesome BMXers that I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, so like I said, playing those the BMX games on PlayStation. A
Yeah.
lot of crazy shit.
No
So
doubt.
we're gonna go over something fun here, and we're gonna go over some BMX lingo.
All right. That sounds
And
fun.
yeah, this could be fun. It's not a whole lot. It's some fun ones. Thank you to Joel.
Joel, while we're addressing you, I would like to say I do respect this skill and all that stuff, despite my shitty jokes. And once again, Sweden and the surrounding countries, I humbly apologize. I do. My proverbial
abs-
tail is tucked betwixt my legs, and I am shaking like the same dog if he were shitting a peach seed. Ah, damn it. I fucked that. Ah,
Oh, the peach seed. A peach
peach
seed.
seed! You fucking idiot! It was peach! Peach!
And
Anyway,
I'd like to say, Joel, if you're listening, please don't fire me. Anyway, let's move on.
Joel! I have a heart, man.
So, the first one is the word case.
Case.
Case means to land short of a jump.
Ah,
And I
case it.
wanted to, yeah, like, oh man, you fucked up. You fucked up. You're gonna need a lawyer for that case. That was Joel's joke, and I told him I'd throw it in here. I like it. To biff is to crash. Like, oh man, he
To
biffed it.
biff?
To biff, he
Yes!
biffed it.
All right, so now I use that word more often
Oh
than
yeah,
I'd
I've
like
heard
to
you
admit.
say that
He
actually.
biffed it. So now that's interesting to know the epistemology of that word.
Alligator pit. Have you heard that one?
Alligator pit? I don't think so.
That's a gap that could seriously fuck you up.
Oh God.
Like,
Yeah,
oh
that makes
man, you don't
sense.
want to jump that. It's an alligator pit.
You might biff it.
A butcher. A butcher is someone who constantly breaks parts on their bike.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
And this is the one I didn't know. It sounds like a rap term, and it might actually be dubs.
Dubs.
Dubs are 20-inch bike wheels, which is the BMX standard.
Oh, whoa.
Did not know that one.
No, me either. I would think
Uh,
money or something for some reason.
and of course, the word gnar,
Nar.
which is anything that is cool or anything that is disgusting and bad.
Oh, okay, like
So it
gnarly.
can mean either way. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That jump was gnarly. Oh man, his femur's sticking out of his leg. That's so fucking gnar.
That's gnarl. That's gnar.
And of course, here's the one I used earlier, which was ramp tramp, which is pretty
Ramp tramp.
self-explanatory. That's a BMX groupie. They're
Oh.
also called bike bunnies.
Oh my God.
But I loved ramp tramp so much I had to include it in that story earlier.
Ramp tramp.
Here's one that Joe didn't, or Joe, sorry, Joel. Here's one that Joel didn't even know. The term pinch the biscuit. I shit you not, this is a real term. I know it sounds so made up. It's pinch the biscuit.
Pinch the biscuit.
To pinch the biscuit is to scoot to the skinny part of the bike, like the bike seat, clinch it with your ass cheeks to assist you in a particularly long jump to secure the bike beneath you. That's not true.
God, Dustin.
It is a real term. It means you grip the seat. Sorry, you grip the bike with your legs during a bar spin to keep the bike stable. But I had to make my own.
I like yours more. You use the power of your rock hard steel butt cheeks to fucking pinch the bar.
I told that one to Joel, and he thought that was fucking funny. So,
That's fucking hilarious.
but
Pinch the biscuit.
and with that, that's the end of our episode. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed
Oh
it.
shit. Arrivederci.
We stumbled over most of it, but at least I was able to get that joke out without fucking it up.
Oh my God, dude.
So remember to like, subscribe, go to our Patreon, Everyday History Podcast,
If you think we're
Facebook,
gnar,
Instagram. Yeah, if you think we're nar, or even if you think we're nar.
right? Either way of the word. Spare no
And,
double entendres.
Yeah,
Please.
And so before we go, gonna pull back the curtain a little bit and explain why this episode was a little bit different, because I explained earlier that this was going to be, something new. So usually, don't necessarily script out everything I say, but I'll script out at least a way that I want to say it, so that or certain things, so that I don't like stumble all over my words like I did today. So this time I basically just wrote bullet notes. So today was more unscripted than we normally do, because to a degree, yes, it is scripted, not super scripted, but Boo Boo has no script whatsoever. He has no idea. That's not even a gimmick for us. You have no idea what the topic is unless I specify in the beginning.
Nope.
So you're just going from the seat of your pants, and this time I kind of was too. So give us some time if you feel like we were kind of stumbling over, or if I was stumbling specifically over some stuff. It's just getting used to this new process, and I've actually liked that a lot. I think it was fun.
Yeah, I liked it too. Let me be sure, folks, to let me know if I fucked up any of Dustin's timing for his brilliant jokes, because that was one of my concerns to him, was that, hey, I don't have a script, and I'm kind of stepping on your toes, because he writes some bangers.
That was really the root of it, is that we step on each other a lot, and we're going to continue to do that. It's just unavoidable when you're recording.
See?
But I feel like this time it was more natural flowing, so hopefully it'll continue to do that. And if you send us some feedback, if you hated it, if you prefer the old style, which we prefer you don't, but we want to hear
Not
from you
very
guys.
gnar of you.
No, not at all. But those of you that listen to us regularly, you know what you like. Let us know.
Yeah, so make sure to pinch the biscuit, fucking grab your favorite ramp tramp, jump the alligator pit, and smash and biff it on that like button. If there's a like button. I don't know what platform you're listening on. You know what I mean.
Yeah, don't biff it.
Don't biff it. But if you're going to biff it, make sure you land your little nar behind on that like button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you really, really thought we were Narnar, you could slide over to the Patreon and toss us a couple bucks.
We've biffed for this
Wait,
whole
no,
episode.
oh, no, wait. Self-promoting ad. No, stop it. Stop.
See you
Help,
next
help,
Tuesday.
I'm being dragged away. No. Help.